It's time to stop waiting, to stop shrinking, to stop editing yourself to fit a script you didn't write. Because the life you want, it's not out there. It's just on the other side of learning to trust yourself again. Now, I want to get something straight. Midlife isn't a crisis. It's a calling. That ache you feel, that sense of something shifting inside you, that's not a breakdown. That's a beckoning. You're not falling apart. You're shedding everything that was never really you. This is your soul's invitation to reinvent. And by the time we reach midlife, most of us have spent decades performing roles like mother, partner, caregiver, achiever, peacemaker. We've been chasing approval. We've been holding it all together while slowly disappearing behind the scenes of our own lives. And then something shifts. We wake up one day, often after a divorce, a job loss, and a diagnosis, an empty nest, a pandemic, or just sheer exhaustion, and realize, I just can't keep living like this. But underneath that exhaustion is something sacred. It's a quiet knowing that it's time. This is the moment you've earned the right to ask, what do I want? Really? Who am I without all the roles I've been performing? And what am I no longer willing to put up with just to keep the peace? And what would it feel like to live from my truth just for once? If you feel a stirring inside you right now, it's not restlessness. That's wisdom. That's your intuition knocking, asking to be trusted again. I know this intimately because that's exactly what happened to me. After my divorce, in the fog of menopause, and during the collective unraveling of the COVID pandemic, I hit what I can only describe as soul level burnout. The old identities were gone or no longer fit. And I was grieving a life I thought I was supposed to have and realizing I no longer wanted it. But in the middle of that loss, something miraculous happened. I realized I had nothing left to prove and everything left to look forward to. And that's when I stopped waiting. I stopped shrinking. I stopped outsourcing my power. And that's when I created a framework born from my own becoming to help other women stop abandoning themselves and start creating lives they actually want to live. And it's called the Reinvention Code. You see, midlife isn't a detour. It's the launch pad. It's that moment when you get to stop performing and start becoming. You're not chasing purpose. You are the purpose. You trade proving for peace. And instead of waiting to be chosen, you choose yourself. This isn't the end of your story. It's the part where you reclaim the pen. So today, I'm going to teach you a 4-step path back to your confidence. So now that we've uncovered the weights that keep us stuck, UAITS, and we've reframed midlife as the exact right time to begin again, let's talk about how to do that. Because reinvention doesn't have to be a massive, dramatic overhaul. It doesn't have to mean quitting your job or moving to Bali or launching a 6-figure business overnight. Reinvention begins with a single decision. You decide you are no longer willing to abandon yourself. And from that moment, you don't need a rigid blueprint for success. You need a compass, something to guide you back to your intuition, your wholeness, and your power.